Adequate notice of this meeting has been provided to the Co-Star, the official newspaper of the Borough of Belmar, and the Asbury Park Press. A notice of this meeting was posted on the bulletin board of the municipal building. Mayor Walsifer?
Thank you, Rick.
Yep, you want to do roll call?
Yes,
Here.
Councilman McCracken?
Here.
Councilman Brennan?
Here.
Councilman Carvelli?
Here.
Councilwoman Kinney?
You're on mute.
Councilman Kenny, you're on mute.
Here.
Mhm.
Can you hear me now?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Everybody could join me in saluting the flag of our great nation. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands,
one nation,
under
under
God,
God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Everybody could just we have a moment of silence for our troops, their families, all our first responders. And I have to mention Cecil Lear, a longtime lifeguard and a longtime resident of the borough of Belmar, passed away since our last meeting. And Vinny Apacelli, who was a barber in town for 61 years on Main Street, also passed away. So just a moment of silence for them. Thank you. Okay. Moving on to workshop. I don't know. Does anybody have anything for workshop? We really don't have anything at this meeting. Anybody want to bring anything up? All right. April petitions.
We did not receive any petitions.
Okay. Approval of minutes.
Okay, can I have a motion to approve the minutes of the December 27th meeting?
Motion.
Second.
Okay, Mayor Walsifer?
Yes.
Councilman McCracken?
Abstain.
Councilman Brennan?
Yes.
Councilman Carvelli?
Yes.
And Councilwoman Kinney?
Yes.
You would abstain. Okay, can I have a motion to approve the minutes of the January 4th meeting?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
To abstain.
You gonna abstain?
Mhm.
All right, thank you.
Okay. On the reports of council, Councilman Carvelli.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. The planning board met last week. They did swearing ins. There was one application that was postponed to a technicality. The Harbor Commission was also supposed to meet last week. They canceled that meeting, presumably due to COVID. And the Finance Committee is actually meeting this Thursday. So I should have an update from that the next time that we meet. The planning board will also probably see, assuming the ordinance for the Seaport redevelopment passes, they'll be voting on that or viewing that. They don't actually vote on it the next time they meet. So that's all that I have for committees, and that's my report. Thank you.
Thank you. Council President McCracken.
Thank you, Mayor. I'd like to thank the Borough Administrator, Clerk, and Multimedia Director for putting together this virtual meeting tonight. Although the Omicron surge seems to be showing some, showing that it's waning a little bit, I think it was a good move for this meeting to allow the public to participate and those who feel uncomfortable coming to the Borough Hall to be able to participate. So hopefully we can get back into person sometime when people are comfortable. I know that everybody has different risk tolerances. Everything is going well over at the Housing Authority. Nothing additional to report there. And the Shade Tree Commission is actually meeting tonight while we speak. So I'll have a report from the Shade Tree Commission at our next meeting. That's it.
Thank you. Councilman Brand.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I also don't have anything to report. I was away last week for my wife's birthday. We had a lovely time. We were lucky to go. So I did miss the Harbor Commission meeting and I did miss the Environmental Commission meeting, but I'm in touch and I'm keeping up with what they're working on. One thing I did want to say to everybody, well, first off, I want to congratulate Councilwoman Kinney on her swearing in. I'm sorry I wasn't able to be there. I look forward to serving with you. I congratulate you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And I also want to congratulate Council President McCracken. Well done, well deserved. Thank you. And look forward to that. You know, I just want to tell people, I mean, I was fully vaccinated in March. I got boosted in October. I was careless at Christmas. I got sick. I tested positive. I isolated for about 5 days. My symptoms went away and I was tested negative and I was able to go with my wife. But I got to tell you, I feel really lucky. I was very, very lucky that I was fully vaccinated and boosted because I could tell how sick I could have been because I was pretty sick for a few days, but it was only for a few days. You know, I know, you know, some people have decided whether they're going to get vaccinated or not. I strongly urge anybody who has any question at all, get vaccinated. And if you've already vaccinated, get boosted. Don't waste any time with it. It really, I know it saved me. And although, you know, as we've heard, you know, the Omicron numbers seem to be coming down around us, but we're nowhere, you know, maybe that's the light at the end of the tunnel right now. Why we're all optimistic that things will get a little bit more like normal supposed to be, you know, in the next few weeks. We're all looking forward to the St. Patrick's Day parade. And I'm very, very hopeful that by then we will not be dealing with what we're dealing with right now. But again, I want to encourage everybody, if you haven't taken those steps to protect yourselves and your family, please do. And that's my report. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilwoman Kinney.
Thank you so much, Mayor. So I actually do have something to report on. We are switching over to a new Belmar alert system. So I'm going to talk to everybody a little bit more about this. You should have received a landline message from me last week outlining how you can sign up for the new program. So the new program is called Nixle. It's going to replace the original Belmar Code Red system. Couple of the reasons why we did this, and I'm super excited that we were able to do this with the help of the mayor and council and April and John Sabia to pick the system. It's going to save the town a lot of money, first of all. The original Code Red system was over $8,300 a year. This system, the first year, just with setup, is only going to cost us a little over $5,000, and each additional year is only going to cost us a little over $4,200. So we're going to be saving over $4,000 a year just by switching over to this new system. So that's really great. That's number one. We can pick and choose the type of alerts that we're going to receive in town. So everybody is going to receive the landline alert, the Belmar Code Red Original Emergency Alert. That's automatically set up to go to everybody's landline, and they've already been loaded. So that's why you've gotten them on your landlines. What's great about the Nixle system is now we can get them on our cell phones, text message alerts, and you can also get them via email. So, or not. So if you opt out, you don't have to get the text message alerts, but the only other thing that you will receive when you register via email or text is you're going to get the advisory alerts, and you're going to also get community alerts. Advisory alerts are going to be things like garbage pickup change, plowing, you know, things like we got over the weekend with the storm that we had. And then the community alerts, which I think is really great, is more like things like the Belmar 5 and the Seafood Festival, and when there's going to be townwide yard sale, and when there's going to be, you know, different things happening on the beach, you know, fireworks, what have you. So I think it's a great system. I think everybody should be signing up for all the alerts so everybody can know what awesome things are happening in town and maybe not so awesome with regards to weather and things like that. It's just everyone's going to be more aware of what's going on. So if you don't already know, there are a couple different ways that you can sign up. Number one, the first way is just you can go to Nixle directly and you can www.nixle.com and you can sign up there. Or you can go to the Belmar or Belmar.com. Across the top, John Sabia put along the top, one of the tabs, it just says Get Belmar Alerts. And you click on that tab and you can follow the directions to register there. The easiest way, and what I did, is if you already have a smartphone, is just you're going to call where you would text, you would put where your person or your phone number would be, you would put 888-777, and the message that you would put in the text message box is just the zip code 07719, and you'll get an automatic alert back telling you that you're automatically signed up for text message alerts. So that's, I found, the easiest way. So if you know people who have a smartphone, that would be what I would recommend. You will be able to manage your alerts. So again, if you don't want to receive the community alerts or the advisory alerts, you certainly can do that on your profile. You can set it up so you can opt out of anything that you want to. But again, I would recommend everybody receive all the alerts just so you know what's happening in town. And it is a lot more user-friendly, both on our side and on the community side. So it's going to be a lot easier for you to receive all the notifications in town. And I believe that's it. So we're really excited, and I appreciate everybody who did all the hard work in getting this switched over. And I think it's going to be really great to get all the communication out into the town moving forward. So thank you.
Very good. Nice job. Thank you. And yeah, it is really going to be really a great system once everybody gets used to it, because you can pick and choose. If you don't want to hear the alerts on your landline, or you don't have to, you can get them email, you can get them text. So thank you, Councilman Kenny, for setting that all up. Thank you.
Great, thank you.
I just have a few things. As everybody well knows, we closed down Borough Hall for 2 weeks, mainly because some of our employees were exposed or contracted COVID. We didn't have enough people in Borough Hall to run borough business every single day and to be at the counter. And we decided to make the decision to close for a couple of weeks so we clean the building very well, clean it, make sure our employees are safe. And as they come back to work, we'll decide when we're going to make the decision to open back up. The other thing I want to talk about a little bit is we had a fire suppression system problem down at Taylor Pavilion the day that we were having all the vaccines and the boosters. We had to cut it short because of the water spraying into the Taylor Pavilion. So we are going to reschedule that. We're waiting for a date so that that could be rescheduled. Just a couple other things on the 150th anniversary. The clock has been ordered for 10th and Main, so we're excited about having that put in place. They're working on 150-year banners to go up on Main Street. So it's going to be an exciting year with the 150th year anniversary, and the Nextel system is going to work very well on alerting everybody on all the things that are happening. And that's just about all I have. So April, we'll move on to public session on any of your resolution items.
If anyone from the public would like to comment on a resolution that's listed on the agenda, please click the raise hand button.
Seeing none?
Can I have a motion to close the public session?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
All in favor?
All right.
Aye.
Can I have a motion to approve the resolutions as listed on the consent agenda?
Motion.
Second.
Okay, Mayor Walsifer,
Yes.
Councilman McCracken,
Yes.
Councilman Brennan,
Yes.
Councilman Carvelli,
Yes.
Councilwoman Kinney.
Yes.
Okay, we have one more resolution that I pulled off the consent agenda separately because Councilwoman Kinney must abstain from voting on this one. This is a resolution appointing members to the Harbor Commission. Do we have a motion to approve?
Motion.
Second,
Okay, Mayor Walsifer,
yes.
Councilman McCracken,
Yes.
Councilman Carvelli,
Yes.
Mayor Walsifer,
Yes.
and Councilman Brennan. Sorry.
Yes, that's all right.
Forgot where I was going.
We'll get it straight.
Okay, so next we have ordinances. First reading and introduction, ordinance 2022-01. This is an ordinance amending chapter 2 for rules and procedure of meetings. Do we have a motion to offer for first reading?
Motion?
And a second?
Second.
Second,
Okay, Mayor Walsifer,
yes.
Councilman McCracken,
Yes.
Councilman Brennan?
I just want to make sure we're gonna definitely still have the workshop session as part of our meeting schedule.
Yes.
Okay, so yes, definitely.
Councilman Carvelli
Yes.
and Councilwoman Kinney.
Yes.
Next is first reading and introduction of ordinance 2022-02. This is an ordinance amending the Seaport redevelopment zone. Do we have a motion to offer for first reading?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Mayor Walsifer,
Yes.
Councilman McCracken,
Yes.
Councilman Brennan,
No.
Councilman Carvelli,
Yes.
Councilwoman Kinney.
Yes.
Okay. And last, we have the public session. If anyone from the public would like to speak, click the raise hand button and wait to be called upon. When you are unmuted, please remember to state your name and address before speaking.
I see none.
Okay.
One just
Hey.
popped up.
You got one.
We got one. Stand by. Mr. Kramer, sir, coming to you. Let's see. Oh, old Zoom. Oh, sorry, that went. Sorry. Now where'd he go? Can you please raise your, oh, there you are, Mr. Kramer, stand by. I forgot. Zoom jumps. Mr. Kramer, sir, are you there?
Good evening, Eugene Creamer, 4th Avenue.
Hi, Mr. Kramer.
Yeah, hi, everybody. Happy New Year.
New Year.
I just wanted to make a comment for some work that the mayor and council did last year. That was resolution 2021-80. And the resolution endorsed New Jersey Department of Transportation making improvements on Route 35. And that's between 8th Avenue and 16th Avenue, also known as Belmar Boulevard. I did see some Department of Transportation. It appears to me that they widened the sidewalk down by the L Street beach. And you know, that I guess is a good thing. The resolution, is bearing some fruit. And the other thing I wanted to mention, other work I guess that I've seen them doing, is vegetative maintenance. I don't know where our Department of Public Works leaves off and where Department of Transportation picks up, but the landscaping and the vegetative maintenance on that section of Route 35, essentially from from the marina all the way out to Belmar Boulevard on the west side of the highway. I don't think it's ever looked better. Let me just say that. And I'm just wondering whether we've heard of any other improvements that the Department of Transportation might be making to that section of between 8th Avenue and 16th Avenue.
Well, I know that they were doing some stormwater work down there. But as far as the vegetation goes, all in front of McCleary Park and the marina is done by our DPW, which they did a very nice job down there doing that. But our business administrator Kirschenbaum could probably add to what's going on with DOT.
Thank you, Mayor. There's a long list of work that's going on from the Department of Transportation. We first looked into it in 2019. We're on the list. They're trying to make changes down there so the flooding wouldn't be as bad by L Street, Highway 71, where it always floods, especially if we have a lot of rain during a high tide. So that's what's happening. We're on the list. They started some of the work with the stormwater system down there, and they're going to continue doing the improvements to Highway 35.
Yeah, okay, thank you. I just did want to mention that I guess it's further south on Route 35 from McCleary Park. Actually, that's the borough owns quite a bit of submerged land there that this past summer, I did see some Spartina grass, a couple stands of Spartina grass growing. It was plainly visible from the culvert over there on Belmar Boulevard. And it might be, I'm just curious as to whether the Department of Transportation has perhaps taken a look at that.
They have. We're working with the vegetation with the Department of Transportation and our Department of Public Works. It's a fine line down there. You got to be careful of the bulkhead there. You don't remove too much of that plant life. So they are cleaning it up. We've had some concerns from residents in that section of the highway. So we have been working with the Department of Transportation on that whole corridor from Belmar Boulevard all the way down to McCleary Park.
Yeah, okay, real good. I remember years ago, that was a favorite spot for the locals to dig sandworms to use as bait for fishing. And it would be nice to see that restored a bit. I know it's tight down there. You know, you got the two roads coming together, and I don't think there's any pedestrian access once you get into Wall Township. And also, I guess if you're driving down that way on Belmar Boulevard, you might want to take a look. There's a couple of homes there, at least one house that boy, is it packed with bamboo. And I guess we got to keep an eye on that so that that doesn't spread down here into Belmar.
Okay.
One other question, the subject, at the last meeting, I guess it was, or a meeting before, is that property over there between 8th and 10th that, butts right up against right up against 35 butts right up against that property. The property with the water view pavilion, the Belmar Motor Lodge, and what's it called, the Riverview Pavilion. Now that property is sandwiched between Route 35 and you got Route 71, 8th Avenue to the north, and then you have the railroad. New Jersey Department of Transportation. In as much as the current property owner is interested in selling the property, has that been mentioned to the New Jersey Department of Transportation that that property is available? I know they've been chiseling at it for years and bought property from the property owner in order to widen Route 35 at 10th Avenue and at 8th Avenue. I guess it's the one on 10th Avenue that we're really talking about. But also, you know, everybody likes to use the term Seaport Village. But actually Belmar is, as far as the New Jersey state plan is concerned, Belmar is considered a transit village for access to the railroad and mass transportation. Like I said, I guess I'd like to know whether it's been communicated at all with the people at New Jersey Department of Transportation that that property might be available.
I'm not sure if it has or not. We can mention it to them.
Okay, thank you very much, Mayor. I think with a lot of things coming down the pike here in New Jersey, as far as you know, electric vehicles, and we have that pedestrian crossing, and that's 6 full lanes of traffic on 10th Avenue, and the only other what I would consider good pedestrian access is all the way up at 7th Avenue. So that property is strategically located, and I think it may, at least for public purposes, it might be better to develop that property instead of residential, perhaps parking, and perhaps maybe even a pedestrian bridge, or perhaps even a tunnel under Route 35. I found that interesting talk by the developer. I guess I would just appreciate if that's the potential availability of that property is communicated to the Department of Transportation. Like I said, they have a bunch of things that they're going to have to be doing now with this electric vehicle business, and one of them is going to be charging stations. People, if they knew that they were not, you know, they don't have apprehension about driving a distance because of not being able to recharge their vehicle, they're going to have to be doing this, you know, all over the place. And I think that piece of property there, that 3 acres, is strategically located.
Okay, thank you. I know we're gonna have to put up some electric charging stations all around town, so we're already looking at the possibility of doing that, but we will mention it to them. Thank you, Mr. Kramer.
Thank you very much. Seeing no hands.
All right, April.
Can I have a motion to close the public session and adjourn the meeting?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining the Zoom meeting.
Have a good one, everybody.
Thank you, everybody. That's it. Okay, thank you very much.